So did you never have your dad a part of your life at all? Like did you ever meet
I met my father 3 times in my lifetime. Not bad memories of him or anything like that. But I only met him like 3 times. And the typical thing too, I'm gonna come pick you up Saturday, and then I never see him. You know what I'm saying? Never heard of him, nothing. You know what I mean? So we get that. That's what I grew up with. That's the memory I have of him. Pretty much just non-existent. So, my mother was my father growing up.
As for many people growing up in the inner city, when you lack that other person in the household, the mom steps up and tries her best and does what she can. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But did you ever have a conversation with your dad, like why he wasn't in your life?
Nah, I wasn't old enough for that. I was really young. You know what I'm saying? I think I was about 10 years old when I actually physically met him. And he picked me up. I remember he picked me up. He was the manager of in Manhattan somewhere. The garages, when the garages were underground and shit. I remember he used to be a manager of one of those places, and I remember spending the night with him, and I slept on a mattress and shit in the fucking garage. I'm telling you, that was my memory of him. You know what I'm saying? But it was, to me, it was a good memory because my pops. You know what I'm saying? And that's the first time I ever got to meet him. You know what I mean? Because I never grew up with my father, never knew even how he looked, nothing. So that was pretty much the only thing that I had with my father was that.
That's crazy, but it's like I've watched your interview that you did, and you were talking about how it's so important, like what it means to be gangster, like to be in the household with your woman, taking care of your woman, taking care of your kids and everything. So it's like, because you didn't have that father figure, it made you a better father because it made you step up for your kids and the people in your life.
Yeah, it may definitely be a better man, better father. I always tell everybody that I didn't become a man until I was like 35 years old. That's when I became a man, when I was 35. Anything before that, I was still a child. You know what I'm saying? Still a kid's mind and still street. You know what I mean? So when I hit 35 years old, it was like when I felt like everything just turned around for me. You know what I mean? And I was like, yo, I got to go that way. You know what I'm saying? Because this way over here, it was nothing there for me. It ain't nothing there for me. You know what I mean? So it was, yeah. I mean, and it's important, man. Everybody's a, gangster this and gangster that. Nah. It's nah. Yeah, I laugh at a lot of things when I see so many things. I laugh at it because, people forget that I was there. I saw you. You feel what I'm saying? I saw it all. I ran with it all. And when you hear stories after the fact, it's like, oh shit, word.
Somebody hit the edit button on that, huh?
And this is why I don't do I really don't I did this because I felt like it was time. It was time. But I basically don't do this because I don't want to get in the mix of things, because I'm a different animal. You know what I'm saying? I'm a whole different animal. I might have a different life now. I'm cool, whatever. But remember, I'm the sick one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we heard the stories.
I pop off. So that's why I don't, get into the bochinche. I don't get into all of that. Because if somebody get at me the way that I am, I don't talk. You know what I'm saying? I show up at your doorstep. There's a few people that can tell you that too. I'll show up at your doorstep. I don't play that back and forth shit. So I try to stay out of all of that. I stay out of the mix. I stay out of the crap. Let me collect my shit. You know what I'm saying? Let me do me.
Right.
Just leave me out of your garbage. You know what I'm saying? But we're here today to bring it all out.
Right.
So let's make it happen.